सेव किया था ना?
मैं सिर्फ इसलिए गया था क्योंकि उसने मुझे कॉल किया, that's it. But listen तो.
Save it for someone else.
जिंदगी में सेव करना जरूरी है, मगर जब बात पैसों की हो, सिर्फ सेविंग से काम नहीं चलेगा। इक्विटी म्यूचुअल फंड्स में इन्वेस्ट कीजिए और अपने सेविंग्स को आगे बढ़ने का मौका दीजिए।
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
What do you do when your political stocks are falling and you don't know how to counter your political adversaries and even allies who want you to step aside? Well, try stirring up the caste cauldron, a tried and tested strategy of old timers in politics in India. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar is trying to do exactly that through a caste survey. This is the trigger for a discussion on the latest round of Mandal versus Kamandal politics in this episode of Politically Correct. The trigger has come from Bihar, but what I will try to show here is how opposition parties across the country are resorting to caste politics or Mandal II to take on Kamandal or Hindutva politics of the BJP. Before I come to Nitish Kumar's politics, let's refreshen our memory of what had led VP Singh to implement the Mandal Commission report in 1990. There are many theories and many claimants. You have things coming from Sharad Yadav, who says that he had influenced the decision. There are many others. But here I will cite what Lalu Yadav has written in his memoir. He says that the National Front government was then shaky because of differences between VP Singh and his deputy Devilal. So one day Lalu Yadav goes to meet VP Singh and asks him to take action against Devilal. VP Singh says that if he sacks him, Devilal will project him as anti-poor and anti-backward. It's then that Lalu Yadav tells VP Singh to implement the Mandal Commission report. That's what Lalu Yadav has written. As I said, there are many other theories and claims. Incidentally, 32 years later, Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has gone for caste survey at a time when he is feeling the heat from the RJD that wants him to make way for his deputy, Lalu Yadav's son Tejaswi Yadav. Reacting to this caste survey that started on Saturday, poll strategist Prashant Kishore says that the Bihar CM is trying to create what he says unmad or frenzy in society. PK, once a Nitish Kumar confidant who used to stay at the CM residence, has fallen out with him, but you can trust him to read the Bihar CM's mind and politics. One may be tempted here to look at Nitish Kumar's move as a diversionary tactic, given how he is under siege, both his adversary, the BJP, and ally RJD wanting to see his back. With his current political and social base slipping away, Nitish Kumar may not mind a frenzy as PK suspects. One doesn't know how Nitish Kumar's gambit will play out. You may remember in 2013, then Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah had commissioned a socio-educational and economic survey, basically caste census. But Siddaramaiah found himself in knots when the report came out 2 years later. I shouldn't say came out because it was never made public, but as per the leaked report, the population of Lingayats and Vokaligas was much lower than the estimates that give them heft in Karnataka politics. The Dalits happen to be the largest group as per the leaked report, followed by the Muslims. If accepted and put in the public domain, this report would upset both Vokaligas and Lingayats because it challenged their domination. There were also issues about how the SC left would have used it to assert itself vis-a-vis SC right. Given time constraints, I can't explain the distinction between the two groups. Broadly, we can say that one group identified themselves with Ambedkar and another with Jagjeevan Ram. We can discuss this distinction in detail very soon as we start focusing on Karnataka elections, Karnataka politics. In a nutshell, making the caste census report public would have opened Pandora's box for the Congress, and Siddaramaiah couldn't have risked it ahead of elections. Of course, he now claims that the report was submitted during his successor's tenure. One doesn't know what the Bihar caste census will produce. By the way, state governments call such exercises surveys because they can't conduct a census, which is under the union list. Bihar survey results could upset everyone's calculations, as we saw what happened in Karnataka. But Nitish Kumar, given his precarious political position, can afford to risk it today. Or maybe he has some idea, one can't venture a guess. It's not just Nitish Kumar who is trying out Mandal II to take on the BJP's commandal politics. There seems to be a concerted attempt by opposition parties to corner the BJP by accentuating caste fault lines. Call it their optimism based on pre-2014 Mandal versus Kamandal battles, or blame it on their lack of imagination in dealing with the Modi phenomenon in Indian politics. Opposition leaders seem to be pinning their hopes on the caste fault lines to foil Hindutva consolidation. Let me give you some examples. In Chhattisgarh, after a survey of the OBCs and economically weaker sections, Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel got 2 bills passed by the State Assembly last December, hiking reservation to different categories proportionate to their population. So the bill proposed a 32% reservation to STs, 27% to OBCs, who were earlier getting 14% only, 13% to SCs, that's again up by 1 percentage point, and 4% to EWS. And these bills, followed the release of the Quantifiable Data Commission report that pegged the OBC population in Chhattisgarh at 42% and EWS at 3.48%. The increase in reservation for different categories takes the overall quota in Chhattisgarh to 76%, well over the Supreme Court ceiling of 50%. But who cares? Political messaging is done. Baghel knows he has long political and legal battles to fight. To start with, Governor Anusuya Uike is not giving assent to the bills. Her Jharkhand counterpart, Ramesh Bais, is not giving assent to similar bills passed by the Jharkhand Assembly. So, Jharkhand Assembly passed the bills which propose to increase quota in different categories to a total of 77%. 27% for OBCs from the existing 14%, 28% for STs, again up by 2 percentage points, 12% for SCs and 10% for EWS. On Saturday, Baghel took a dig at Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand governors for sitting over those bills, referring to the Karnataka governor's decision to clear an ordinance that took the overall quota from 50 to 56%. Baghel said in a tweet, "One country, one constitution, then why this discrimination between the people of states?" Baghel is absolutely right, but he is unlikely to get any response from the center on this. Incidentally, the bills passed by the Karnataka Assembly later to replace the ordinance haven't got the governor's assent yet. It's not just the Congress and its allies that are resorting to what you call tried and tested caste-centric politics to corner the BJP. Odisha CM Naveen Patnaik, who is not known to play caste politics, has started experimenting with it as the BJP turns on the heat. After demanding a caste-based survey, the Biju Janata Dal declared 27% of the tickets should be given to OBCs in Panchayat polls in 2022. Then, in the run-up to the Padampur Assembly bypoll last month, Patnaik sanctioned land plots and 3 crore each for the construction of guest houses for 2 communities, Kultas, an agriculturist community, and Mehers, who are weavers. Incidentally, Naveen Patnaik's father, Biju Babu, had opposed the Mandal Commission recommendation in 1990. Opposition parties have been rooting for a caste census, from the Samajwadi Party in UP to RJD in Bihar, NCP in Maharashtra, DMK in Tamil Nadu, BRS in Telangana. The BJP has managed to skirt it so far, mainly because the issue has not evoked much public reaction so far. But state governments conducting caste surveys or census poses another problem. For instance, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh governments diatribe against governors for not giving assent to bills may look like another routine tussle with Raj Bhavans, but it could be only a matter of time before this issue starts gaining traction. Say, if the Bihar caste survey triggers what PK sees as Nitish Kumar's attempt to create that unmad, UP won't remain untouched. and neither would other states. That will reignite the demand for caste census at a national level. A timely census could have preempted it, but now that the centre has postponed it further to 2024, it has given time to opposition parties to try to recreate Mandal II. The BJP has been fine balancing between its dominant Hindutva narrative and subtle social engineering. The RSS has always seen caste divisions as a big stumbling block to its Hindu Rashtra objective. The BJP ideological fountainhead, the RSS, has been working discreetly and assiduously at the grassroots. So, there is a brilliant book by Badri Narayan, Republic of Hindutva. He did a lot of field studies before writing the book, and he gives us a brilliant insight into how the RSS operates on the ground. So, the RSS has been working among the most marginalized communities such as Sahariyas, Kabutra, Nat, Sapera, etc. etc. Badrinath writes that the deities of these small marginalized communities are not deities like Ram, Shiva and Hanuman, who are in the larger Hindu pantheon, but local deities like Agarmata, Tonki Devi. These marginalized communities worship them. These deities are not only their gods, but also the identity markers of their community. A temple is not merely a sacred space, it also expresses their desire to acquire a social space that provides them a sense of acceptance, respect and dignity. And that's where the RSS has been helping them by helping them to build those temples and establish that connect. So, I'm citing these things from Badri Narayan's book just to show how assiduously the RSS had been working on the ground. While Prime Minister Narendra Modi's personality cult might transcend castes and communities, the foundation for this is laid by the RSS. But the Sangh knows how deep rooted the caste consciousness is. Ahead of the Bihar Assembly election 2015, Mohan Bhagwat's call for a social review of the reservation policy became a big election issue. Today, try asking this question to Bhagwat about that reservation comment. You will get just a friendly, genial smile, no comments. Going forward, Amit Shah has set the tone for 2024 Lok Sabha elections, announcing the date for the inauguration of the Ayodhya Ram Temple. That's the 1st of January 2024. The BJP obviously does not see any scope for Mandal resurrection when Hindutva, or rather Moditva, is at its peak. But tinkering with the quotas in Karnataka, giving 13 extensions to Rohini Commission on subcategorization of OBCs, and dilly-dallying over income criteria for OBC creamy layer, betray unease and ambiguity, if not nervousness, in the ruling camp. We discussed all this in the last episode of Politically Correct, so I won't talk much about it. Modi hai to mumkin hai must be at the core of the belief in Kamandal subsuming Mandal for the BJP. They were vindicated in the 2014 and 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Today, Mandal II protagonists like Nitish, Kumar and Baghel are redrawing battle lines for 2024. This is going to be one last Mandal versus Kamandal battle. The winner will define Indian politics for a long time to come. That's all from me in this episode of Politically Correct. Thanks for watching.